Hi, today I want to talk about how I changed my negative thinking, changed my negative beliefs, transmuted it into something completely different, into something much, much better and not negative. And I'm going to get a little personal today. I do that from time to time, but I'm going to talk about an instance in my life that completely changed my life, and this is pre-conscious days. So first, let's talk about transmuting. And so I like to define things because to me that sticks into my head. So the definition of transmute, give me a moment here. Transmute is to transform, to change into another form. It's a verb, it's an action. To change from one form, substance, or condition into another. And like I said, I transmuted my life into something else. So at this point, this is a while ago, several years ago, I decided that I wanted to completely change my career. This actually thing that I wanted to do is what I've always wanted to do in my life, but it is complete 180 from what I was doing. So what I did was, at the time I was living with my boyfriend, now hubby. We had the two family, household, 2 family salary. And I said, you know what, I want to go back. I want to go and get this degree, but the way the degree works, you have to basically go full-time, focus. So I ended up leaving my job and going to school full-time. I wasn't 21. I was definitely older than the students, but I really, really wanted to do this, and I was like, this is always what I want to do. I'm going to go for it, right? And so, of course, he was supportive. Of course, we discussed and everything. But let me tell you, when I decided to go back to school, I never forget this, and I was super excited. I was going to focus. It's a technical, scientific degree. So, like I said, it was completely different than what I was doing before. Went back to school. Everybody and their mother, including my own mother, including his mother, were against me doing it. I mean, I don't think I got one word of encouragement from anyone. And it wasn't so much like they were hating. Like, it wasn't like I love my mom. Of course she's not hating on me. She's giving me, or what she's thinking in her mind, she's giving me advice to help me. She's saying, like, how could you just do that? That's really like, how did she describe it? Like kind of irresponsible to kind of just quit the job and just like go back to school. And like, it's, kind of made me feel guilty because they feel like, oh, now he's taking care of everything, and you're always in school, and not one word of encouragement from anyone, right? At that time. Only one who was like, keep going was him. And I know that's important, but I have big family, a lot of friends, and it just doesn't feel good when you're doing something in your life and every single person you talk about it with is like, I don't think that's the right idea. Like, I don't think you should have done that. You don't think, isn't it, you're going to feel kind of bad that you're kind of leaving him out there, whatever, what have you. And I did feel bad. What I would do was I started taking that in. Because how can you not when your own mother, she's giving you advice? Of course you're going to take that in. And I took it in. And when you start taking things in, and it was a rough period. First of all, I'm studying so many courses. And then, on top of that, you feel stressed out because I'm like, what can I do? Like, my mind was not in the right mind. And I wanted to quit. Like, I was like, you know what? Forget it. Freak it. Like, I'm going to quit it, and I'm going to just go back and get a normal job. They're like, you need to go get a normal job. Try trying to do this other job, And I'm like, I told him, I said, and I don't know, I said, hey, I don't know, like, I really want this, but like, I don't want you to just tell me, yeah, do it when you're struggling, like, how do you feel? He said, do what you need to do. He said, do you want to do it? I was like, yeah, of course I do. He was like, then I got your back. Like, keep going. Like, ignore the naysayers. Mind you, the naysayers were talking to him too, on the low, without me. Like, it was a crazy situation. But he said, keep going, keep doing it. And like I said, this is before my conscious levels. Like, now I would have been like, psh. But at that time, I was just like, oh my God, like, you know, like it was, like I said, it was very stressful. But then I was like, you know, like the most important person in my life is telling me, go, go, go. And like I said, people reflect your state. When I first did it, of course, I was just like, this is kind of crazy, T, like, and people came into my life to tell me, you're going, that's kind of crazy. So you're getting back what you're getting out. And like I said, they're really just trying to help me. It wasn't like hating. They're just like, they get a normal job. It's a really tough industry, blah, blah, blah. But I sat back and I thought, you know, I'm taking this in. You know, having a lot of long nights, a lot of sleepless nights. I'm like, who defines your life? Who lives your life? You do. Who tells your story? You should. No one else tells your story. No one else walks in your shoes. You tell that story. You define what everything means in your life, not someone else. You know, you do that. And I really came to that realization. And I tell you, the more I would hear the more I would be like, I'm studying, rocking out, getting them A's. I mean, I feel like I took that negativity, took those negative thoughts and I flipped it. And I was like, I went even harder at that program and I did well. Graduated, I'm in the industry that I love, have been promoted several times. Like I said, I'm doing what I need to do. And it just taught me a lesson. You define your story. You know, when you're thinking about, you're looking across your life, are you gonna look across your life like, damn, I should have did that? Damn, this person told me to do this thing and I followed them and I never ever listened to myself. Like, who? Are you gonna let the outside tell you what to do or are you gonna tell the outside what you wanna do? And it was such an amazing lesson because all that advice they gave me, they were wrong. Dead wrong. And like I said, I love them, but they were wrong. I define who I am. I say what something means, and you keep going. And when, you know, now I've read so many like biographies of successful people and different things, right when they're about to quit and they keep going is right when things turn for them and their success comes in. And I'm just so happy that I was able to transmute that and stay the course. Stay the course, define my story, no matter what that story is. You know what I mean? Even if there are some missteps, because it's going to be a misstep. I made that decision at the end of the day. Someone didn't tell me to do something and I never really want to do it. I decided, I stayed the course in spite of all of that advice that I was given. So I just wanted to say, like, whatever you're doing in your life, keep going. You're going to have missteps. You're going to have some people in your corner. Some people are not going to be in your corner about things. But you define your story. You say what this means and what something means. You decide to take things in and not take things in. You control that. You're the operating power. You're the operating power in your life. So I just wanted to share one of my personal stories here. Just keep going, persist, and just keep persisting. So anyway, I'll talk to you next week I think, or whatever, maybe a video coming up sooner than that. But thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and commenting to Pep Talks with Tanya, and I'll be bringing a pep talk to you soon. Take care, bye.